In this session, we're going to discuss how to set up a supplier at the enterprise. So from my home ribbon, I'm going to go to Setup, and we're going to scroll down to the Supplier section. So here we have Suppliers. This will be a list of all suppliers that have been set up at the enterprise that would be going out to any of your locations. To enter a new supplier at your enterprise, you simply come up to Add, and it's going to start a supplier contact card for you. So here you would put the name, any contact people, numbers, emails, addresses. There is an action button down here on the bottom left if you need to add additional names, phone numbers, emails, or web addresses. So let's go put a new supplier in. Let's just say we have a new supplier called John's Auto Parts. And then we're going to go down to the bottom right and hit Next. So at this point, it's going to ask you what type of a supplier it is. Now, the system will automatically select all the different types. Okay. Parts would be any parts you purchase for inventory or for work orders. Sublet, anytime I sublet out stuff, might be like a tow company or something like that. If I'm going to warranty or warranty claim back against a part or a labor claim, a general would be an expense supplier. Once I have these set, depending on what I like, and if you're not going to do any sublets, just uncheck the box. So you just kind of pick and choose what type of a supplier. If you're not sure, you can just leave them all selected and come back later and uncheck the boxes if you need to. Now, typically, we do not set up online ordering at the enterprise. That's going to be set up per location. The only reason we have this back here would be if you happen to have a Napa connection. So if I come in and select Napa and set it up, I can use this connection back here just to test for the searching of part lookups. And this only works just for Napa and nothing else. Now, it's very, very seldom that you would ever use this, but if you need to go change a search criteria, you want to see how it works, then you would use this here. Other than that, you would not do this. So once I have the type selected, I'm going to hit Next. At this point here, it's going to ask me, do you want it to automatically create a payable account? If so, where do you want to manage it? So enterprise manage means that all supplier invoices will be coming to the enterprise and you'll manage it at the enterprise level. If it's location, then it will be at each individual location. Now you won't set a term here. You'll actually set that at the locations. So if it's enterprise, then yes, I would select a term. You do have the choice of also associating it to a payable that's already set up. So sometimes we have multiple suppliers that we're buying parts from, but we're only going to get one single statement. And we'll get into more detail on this when we go to talk about payable setup. Now you'll notice here it also has a location tab. Location will be what locations is this going to be available at. You'll notice there is no way to add any locations here. So what I have to do is I have to hit save it in the system. Then I open it back up and I'm just going to click, right click and do an edit. Now when I go to locations, I can set the locations. So if you want to go to all locations in your enterprise, just select them all. So here you pick and choose where you want this available at. Where do I want it available? Once you have it set, you hit OK, OK again, and now your supplier is ready to go. So that is setting up a supplier at the enterprise.